Happy Friday, everyone. It is September 8th. I thought I would try something new this week with a video instead of an email. So let's get right into it. For today, the Dow, the S&P, and the Nasdaq actually ended slightly higher. The VIX, the volatility index, was actually down 3.89%. It is at a whopping 13.84, which is extremely low, which would tend to be good for stocks. For the week, the S&P was down 1.3% and the Nasdaq was down 1.9%. I wanted to show you on the screen here my charting uh, system that I use, and the two charts that you see are of the S&P. The one on the right is the daily chart. The one on the left is the weekly chart. Let's look at the one on the right and focus on the orange line that you see. That is representing the 50-day moving average for the S&P 500. You'll notice this week that red line actually closed below the 50-day moving average. That would tend to be a win for the bears. I will watch that closely. Traditionally, for the month of September, you'll get a pop at the beginning of the month, generally in the first 10 days, and that actually happened this year, which you can see on that daily chart. And then after the 10th, the market tends to just be terrible. September is one of the worst months of the year for stocks. Traditionally, really followed with September and October are generally the two worst months for the market each year. So again, that's, I'm not saying it's going to go down now, but I think it's important just to kind of point out that the S&P did close back below that 50-day moving average, and I'll watch that and keep you updated on what happens. Some other news for the week: the dollar ended up again, which is 8 consecutive weeks up for the dollar, so it's staying strong. The two-year, 10-year yield is at 5% and 4.25% respectively. Cattle futures actually ended at an all-time high. I think we'll see this show up in the grocery store, which is also a testament to the likelihood that inflation will still be with us, definitely in food prices. Oil ended this week 2%, up 2%. This is followed by a 7% gain from last week. Keep in mind that oil inventories are also at a 40-year low. Diesel fuel was up 6% this week. Gasoline is up 2%. So you'll still see higher prices at the pump. Apple fell over 6% this week. This was mainly due to a China ban for state officials not to be able to use iPhones. This actually is right before the China-based company Hawaii that actually creates phones also, they are actually coming out with a new model. So that was good timing on China's part to ban the iPhone before they released their new phone. NVIDIA was also off 6% this week. The CEO actually sold $42 million worth of stock. Doesn't mean the stock is going to go down. It just means you can't buy big houses and Lamborghinis with stock certificates. Wanted to try to keep this video decently short, so please let me know what you think and have a great weekend.